What's the deal? Do not be alarmed. This is not a test. Or this is a test. If this was a real emergency, no one would come to help. What's going on, everybody? Right on time. What it do? Told you to thank me later last night. Hey, Elmans, don't tell him about that. What happened last night is last night. But you did tell us. You did tell us. Love's in the air. Friday in Japan. Yo, I binge watched. You know what I binge watched this morning? Shogun. Anybody watching that? Anybody watching Shogun on FX? I binge watched it, but they only got 4 episodes out right now, right? Next episode's on Tuesday. Hi, beautiful. Hold on a second, chat. So, where were we, chat? Heard good things. Oh yeah, Shogun. That's right. Anyway, do yourself a favor. Go watch it. Don't even go watch it. Just wherever you are, turn it on your phone. Que lo que. There used to be a song, Que lo que. Is it? Anybody remember that? Or was that Menaki? Or Que lo? I don't remember. Eddie, what happened to the gym today? You already went?
What's up, bro?
You been already?
Yeah, I went earlier. I got off work early.
Got you. What'd you hit?
Legs.
What do you do for work? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, that's cool. My cousin and I run a small air conditioning company.
Oh. How small?
We subcontract most of our work, but we do have 1-2 office employees, and I have a partner. And my cousin's also in the office most of the
So what
time.
do you like, a call center that books jobs and then you just give it out to all the AC companies?
I do most of the service calls and the sales, and then they do the jobs that I sell.
It's interesting. You can technically, you're just a sales center. You can technically go into any industry. You can target whatever you want.
Yeah,
Today,
the only thing
we're
is
selling solar panels. Everybody call people and tell them you got deals on solar panels.
yeah, the only thing is that we're licensed for air conditioning, and that's all that I know. So it's super easy to sell air conditioners, sell repairs, and you need it anyways. If not, you're gonna be hot.
Yeah, cool. You see, I just think sales is like a really valuable skill. Like if you know how to sell, and it's not even knowing how to sell. People, I don't think people learn this shit. I think it's either in you or it's not. Like you're either a dog by nature, or
if you have a really good
raw dog.
service, yeah, especially if you have a really good service and a really good price point compared to other people,
Yes,
they,
yes.
it
I mean,
sales
it's
easy.
easier. It just your job becomes easier at that point. But like technically, like there's good salesmen that are selling shit, and people relate. You know what I mean? Like, look at you guys showing up here every night. You see, I can joke on myself now. Do we need to do a breakdown? We should do a breakdown, right? Probably. I think it's that time, chat. So the daily is closed bearish, but the daily is closed bearish after breaking the previous daily low. It left some range to come down here, but it's still respected, right? It came back up in range. 4 hours closed bullish, respecting a support. And the drive stopped. So you would expect, if we're able to close bearish on this hourly, you would expect the top wick. You already have a top wick to this area. Let's see. A nice support here at 2160. A pretty solid hourly level. 2165. I think while we're coming down here, as long as we can establish a support and tap 2160, we can head up. And what I mean establish a support is if this can become our support here, if we can close bullish. We had the previous 30 close bullish, but the hourly bearish. So if the hourly can close bullish, ideally above 2160.2059, we can take buys on the next hourly to retest the top of the range. But if we do end up driving up right now, there's a high chance we're going to look for buys above 2163, or we're going to look for a bearish wick down to 2160 and then look for buys back in range. Right, so as you're getting these wicks down. Oh, why am I drawing that? That's ugly. As you're getting these wicks down, right? On the smaller time frame, it's a fake out, but on the higher time frame, it's just a bottom wick. On the smaller time frame, you're getting this thing happening. Actually, you have it happening right now. The thing is, we're about to close on the hourly in 5 minutes, so maybe we get this bullish hourly close right now in 5 minutes. Let's see, because we are respecting support. And even here, right, when price, so if we look left, even here, let's go back to the hourly, which is the closure that we're getting. Even here, as we closed above, right, there's a level here, right, that we'd like to close above. But even if we close here, it came up all the way here before it rejected. So you would expect to fill the range to this resistance at 2163.5 at least. It's about 15-20 pips. So let's see how this hourly closes. Maybe get a really strong bullish hourly, and at that point the daily's got a bottom wick, 4 hours got a bottom wick. Maybe we could come up, not for the day but for the session. Sorry, I have this zoomed in, but like I always have this shit on the right side of the screen because that's where that's what's closer to me. If it was on the left side of the screen, I'd be like, I'd have to do this to look at it. Like I thought like these were small screens, right? I thought I needed like a 32-inch screen, but these aren't 32, these are 27-inch, because if I had 32-inch, I would have to be doing this. So while I am bearish overall on the daily, right? I'm aware of where we are in the smaller time frame, and I'm looking to scalp this session while we come up and create that daily top wick. Okay? So I don't disagree with the fact that we should come up and create a daily top wick here, but maybe we can take buys while making that higher time frame top wick. Take buys on a smaller time frame, right? Understanding that runners aren't likely because we should flip on the daily to come down and finish the wick, fill the wick. What it is, yo? What's sort of interesting here. Kind of holding this area. Finish the sentence. No. There's been too many of these finish the sentence situations. You guys aren't gonna get me.
How about no?
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
Love the sign behind you where you get it. I made it. You know what it is? You see this right here? It's one of these. And I just bent it the way I wanted it bent. That's smart. Yeah, but the thing is, the tough part is actually getting it to look good while spelling out and not crisscrossing the letters. You see how none of the letters there are crisscrossed? Even that X is lined individually. You can't see it, but like... Yeah, this is like one of those indoor outdoor that you line the curb lights with, right? So you have an entrance to your house and you can line these against same thing. Except this one switches colors. What activities to follow to build strong mindset and psychology? I think it's not just activities, just you got to stay active to avoid plateauing, whether it's in life and to avoid aging. Just you got to keep active. But what happens is you guys you're pretty strong as human beings. The thing is, you deteriorate, like your surroundings, like everything, friends, events, people, like your mentors, people that you grow up around, like that all has an effect on you, and it's very hard to tune things out, right? But you just have to get away from the things that build bad habits. You got to build profitable habits, like habits that don't lead to destruction. And I'm no saint. Like I have I have plenty of habits that aren't considered great. Like you could consider a crutch, right? But you build winning habits, and that in turn will put you into winning situations. clip that? I'm not responsible. If they see it, they'll clip it. If they don't, oh well. There's been so much material here over the last 4 years, so much clippage that could be done that it, like, it's a little difficult to really pay attention, keep track of all of it, because it's all valuable, right? As long as you show up, and we tend to repeat a lot of stuff, right? And the reason we repeat a lot of things is so it could stick in your head. All right, gang, we closed over here. Closed doji. 15 back in range. We might have positions coming up here soon. Yeah, it rejected right off of there and closed below, right? How would you look at it? I think on the higher time frame, we'd have to look at it like this. Yeah. It gets a little difficult here because I think a closure here makes more sense, or the level here makes more sense at 2161. This is a support, and we are coming up, but it provides an extra level of security here, like that. Because at any moment, right, this can flip. There's a reason we didn't drive up here as well. This can just flip bearish and drive. I think I would rather see us actually not just close somewhere here, but drive. I think I'd want to tap either 60 or 65 here. What's interesting here is we closed below this area, right? We closed below 2161. We're bearish, and we now have a bottom wick that the previous hourly didn't give us, right? This current hourly gave us. This would be interesting. How much room is there here? 1275. That's the hourly, the 30. Yeah, if we get a top wick here at 2162.47, then I think I'll attempt it. I think right now it's not enough, even though it might come down, but you have this support here right off the rip on the 15 that can just tap and reflip bullish. So I think if we can break the highs here, come back 2162 and then re-break the lows, that might be our position for this hourly. But we'd need to make a steeper top wick. If not, I mean, it can come down here, but I just can't be a part of it right now. I think if it had a steeper top wick, I'd be sitting more comfortable. But it doesn't necessarily owe you one. This is nice, right? You could look at this as an onion. There's just a level right off the rip here. Might see a little play here, but overall, I mean, looks like it's gonna come down. GJ review.
How about new?
Could be printing the candle to create a bottom wick at 2160, but that's the thing. If we're not sure, let's wait. And then when it does that, we'll be sure. It's a bit of guesswork here, right? You don't take the sells, it comes down. Oh, I should have taken the sells. It comes up. Oh, great, just stayed out. But in reality, it's just nothing telling you that this is your position. Gonna come down a bit, gonna come down. Did you catch anything today? No. I had no positions today. What's up for the weekend? I don't know. I'm gonna be honestly. I think this weekend I'm gonna be laying low. I got a lot of things to do, and my kids are sick. So, like, I think I'm gonna have a chance to do them and hang out with the kids at the crib. I guess it's gonna come down here, yo. Broke those lows. But even if we look to the left, like, right, how does this look versus this, right? Or this versus this? You'd rather be in here or in here. You don't want to really be in here. You can, but it's not ideal. I think this is more of an expert range. You really got to be. It's not really a novice range. Short off rip. I mean, off rip of what? First 8 minutes of this hourly candle. It's nice. Made a top wick, came down. It's at a bit of a steeper top wick. I think we might have been in there as well. Hellman's has been fucking killing it the last few days. Have your reasons? No, I mean like off rip of what? What time frame are you off rip off? Or do we have a different understanding off the rip? Off rip means as soon as the candle closes, or you meant like off rip as soon as you said it? 5 minute. All right, all right. Appreciate you for showing up. You know, today was one of those days where I started having the conversation with myself where like I didn't feel like streaming today. But I'm here. No, I honestly, it's a lot of work. Like I've barely slept in the last few days because the kids are sick. So we're like we're doing like time management. We're splitting our time with the kids. Like you sleep with that one, I sleep with this one. We make sure at night, like, you know, and then we meet in the kitchen by the medicine cabinet at like 3 in the morning. Like I be getting the Motrin, she be getting the Robitussin. I'd be like, grab the tequila too. See you in an hour. How many streams have you done? What do you mean? We've been here every day for about 1.5 years. Every single day for over 1.5 years. I think we missed, maybe there's been 3 or 4 streams that I've missed in the last 1.5 years. Like, missed by, I mean, like, day I could have streamed, the market was open, but I didn't. Everything else I've streamed. Market was open, we streamed. Christmas, New Year's, we streamed. All right. Oh, you showed it like 20 minutes ago. You hold any alts or crypto? Honestly, just a little bit so I can pay people or something. Have transactions. I don't have a big amount invested in crypto. What's up, Dean? Oh, Dean at the Zoom door. The Dean of Pips. Big DP. $277 people watching. We ended the year with 1,100 watching. 900 watching. Like, that was the average for quarter 3 and 4 of last year. I don't know how we're at 300. No, to be fair, we've been averaging about 600 every night. Even yesterday we had 615. It's just, I think maybe it's because it's daylight savings time and it changed, right? And like the last week or two, because we show up like an hour earlier now, right? And everyone else is like, okay, I'm coming. Yeah, December was a good month. One of the best months last year. Yeah, chat, drop a like. Don't forget to sub to the channel and go follow the IG. Make sure you follow the IG. Are these break-even sells done today? No, that's yesterday. Let me get rid of them. That was break-even number 49. Chat, do we get 100 wins or 50 break-evens first? What do you guys think? I need a poll guy. Where's my poll guy? Statistically, 100 wins? True. That's how I think. Some days you don't show on YouTube homepage. That's weird. It's like that for me too. You know what that means? That means you be watching somebody else and YouTube's recommending other things. I'm gonna need you to stick to this so they could stop recommending other nonsense to you. Averages would say you'll get one before two in a row, before two break-evens in a row. True. Pull it down. We first hit a milli. What do you mean? Get 100 wins and then lose one and give it back? How? Don went over a milli, closed it, and it closed them at like 7 cents below, or like $7 below. 2 1-pip wins. True. All right, chat, taking a position right here and closing right here. All right, taking another one, and we are done for the day. Sorry, gang. I know there's a few of you that are playing Fortnite right now that ran to your laptops because you heard me say getting into this position, but good. You know, stay awake. We're not in any positions just yet. 15 just closed here. Ooh, closed below the range. Interesting. I don't know. Steeper top wick, maybe. $2161.54, and we'll take this. Otherwise, we can wait for it to come down. There's not much here. It's 8 pips. just lost your build battle. I'm tired, worn out. I can't wait till the weekend. It's weird. I used to love the weekend, and then when I started trading, I couldn't wait for the weekend to be over. And then trading is not like as big a part of my life as it used to be. I mean, like time consumed wise. So now I enjoy the weekend again. The only thing is I low-key always want to be back here in the evening and stream. Like low-key on there are Saturdays when I'm like, fuck, I wish the market was open. I'd stream right now. But like over time, trading just stops consuming such a massive part of your life because you realize like you've read all there is. You just need the markets to be open to, you know, to get better. You have any podcasts? No. Not yet. Please invite me. There was always more to learn, always a reason to backtest. Yeah, absolutely. Risen needs to get out on a pod. He needs to come to Miami again. I'll get you on a pod. We were gonna do one. Don and I were gonna do one at the beach here, but like those plans have been scrapped for now. On the back burner. What are we waiting to happen? Well, probably a 30 close. I mean, I could tell you, oh, if it closes like this, we do this. If it closes like that, it do that. But for now, realistically, we're waiting for it to close. If it closes like it is right now and below the most recent, I will look for a top wick roughly to this area on the 30. Boom. And then I will look for a bearish flip, which will be my entry. Okay, so if we're able to close like this, I will take a sell here after a top wick to this area. Okay, if that doesn't happen, I will look for the hourly to close above here, which will also be a 4-hour closure. And if we can get a 4-hour closure bullish, not bearish here, but bullish, then I can look for a bottom wick on the next 4-hour and continuation up to 65. But if we close bearish on this 4-hour in 39 minutes, highly likely that we come up and grab a top wick somewhere around 63 areas, 63.5 before coming down. And I think at that point, if we close bearish here with no with a bottom wick and we open up with no top wick, we might have top wick sells if we start driving up here. And the wick sells would be, honestly, I think we would have to tap 65 here for a top wick sell. Yeah, it would have to be the resistance above here. So yeah, 65. That's the only way we get a top wick. So we get a top wick up to 65 without ever breaking, without ever flipping bearish on the next hourly, then we can look for sells. for now, we need this 30 to close. Ideally, either above 62 or below 60. If it doesn't close, if it closes here within this range where it is right now, you need the next candle to drive price outside this range. Whether bearish or bullish, we need price to drive outside this range, and then we can trade whatever, wherever it is. You need an indication of volume. It's going to happen with price driving outside the range. This little 20 pip range we've established here, right? This 62 level is really a minor level. Really, you're looking at 60 and 65. Will I take a buy? No, we have still don't have a bullish closure, and that was more of like a doji bullish closure above 62. That one too. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's loud for your ears. Didn't mean to blow them eardrums out, but damn.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
Got that bronchitis. Bronchitis. Got the bronchitis. Got a new whip today. W. Congratulations. But that one works too. The Ferrari Accord. It's a miscellaneous. What do you have, like a Ferrari sticker and an Accord bumper? Escalade V? No. Too expensive. It's a mutt, right? On the registration it says MISC. Wix, you've been going crazy with the thumbnails. Yeah, I got a new employee. You guys should meet him. His name is Chat GPT. And he be making all my thumbnails. Ferrari with a F22 Accord motor. Nice. Get a VTEC engine. Duncan paid to do his. Yeah, that's the goal here. Trying to be the thumbnail guy. Yeah, let me know, chat. I can mow the lawn, clean the pool. Let me know. Brother, do you take impulse entries? What do you mean? Like, holy shit, it's moving. Buy, 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 buy. Fuck, it's going the other way. Close, 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 close. It's moving again. Buy, 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 buy. No. But we do take entries mid candle as it's moving, right? And it's not really impulse, like we plan those out. That good old liquidity. So it's 30's closing bearish. We've gone nowhere here on the 15. Buy, buy, buy. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Bye bye. Baby, bye bye bye. Y'all thought that song was about him leaving? Nah, he was just giving her financial advice. You guys got to read between the lines. Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Buy, buy, buy. What? Sounds like a financial planner to me. Guys got it all wrong. That's why he came out with that song Cry Me a River right after, right? Because he fucking bought. And then it's like, Have you taken a trade every day this week so far for Asian? Pretty much. Almost. I don't know. Have I? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, nice open. 30 closed here. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. What do we tap? The hourly's got. I need a steeper wick. It should come down. Like, I agree with you. Yeah, like. I need a steeper wick here. $15 closed bull, but back up in that little range. mean, yeah, don't let me stop you. 10 pips here is to be had. I'm gonna wait for the 4 hour to close here, probably for the hourly. The way it's printing here. Can Hellman's do it again? Of course. Be fucking for real. I entered on the flip and that shit drove right back up. I mean, you're not really done here. I just think it needed a steeper top wick. If we can get to 62.12 here again and reflip bearish, because if you look at it this way, this is the first 30 that closed below this support here, below 2161.5. Now that you got that closure, you need to come back and tap resistance. But the thing is, that might also be the hourly bullish flip. So is the hourly flip bullish here? Almost. But if you flip here, right, it tried to flip bullish. If you flip here, you should be good. I need a steeper top wick. You just gotta be patient. But if you're in, like, right, you need to wait for a closure or for your position to play out. Hellman's is talking in third person. Can Hellman's do it again? That's great. Shit's gonna just bloop, come down quickly. I bought on your signal. What signal? What you talk about, Willis? We are in no trade. But it's early. Look, the first thing it did in this 30 minutes is make a top wick in the first 5, right? It's not driving up. It tried. It's highly likely it flips and comes down. If it makes a steeper top wick here and then flips and comes down, it will be part of it. If it doesn't, then we won't be. Who was your first mentor? I mean, none of them really mentored me. I picked up ideas from Raja. I picked up ideas from Ted. What I will say is I've spoken to Ted, right? We speak like on IG, right? I've had conversations with him. I've never had conversations with Raja. But you go back about like 5 years ago, I've watched Raja's streams. I used to show up to Raja's streams. Is this pre-recorded? Yes. Ever talked to Tetran? I'm not sure who that is. That name I haven't heard of. You like FX Alex G? I mean, I don't know him. I know who he is, right? I know of him, but I don't know him. I've never spoken to him. Like, I know Don speaks to him, but this is all love for everybody, you know? Like, I respect everybody that's out there putting their name out there and standing on business. But I realize, like, you know, everybody's doing different things. Everybody's doing their own thing. We're doing it this way. Never mind, y'all don't know Jada and Styles. Youngins. Do we have a sell stop? No. I'm sure there's people in this chat that have sell stops. I think there's people in this chat that are already in these sells that entered prematurely, right? And that's a habit that's, it's not a winning habit when you're doing things prematurely. Okay? So, like I said, build winning habits. Like, that's what she said. Yeah. Gotta be patient. I forgot what we were even talking about. Oh, there's people already in entries. To me, your channel is better than the other. I mean, it's all personal preference, right? But I think there's value in everything. Like, I think there's a lot of value behind other channels and other perspectives and other viewpoints. I'm not giving you the right perspective. I'm just giving you a perspective, right? That's it. You're at work tonight? That JOB. Oh yeah, nice, nice. So you're doing a challenge right now at JOB Funding? Chat, check them out. JOB Funding. The best funding in the industry. So market by default is a 50-50 and then you begin with management? No, that's not my approach to the market. The market is not a 50-50. There are situations when the market is more or less likely to do what you need it to do, but everything else I don't sample size. If we're a 50-50, or like I've forward tested and sample sized over the years the entries that we take. So when we take them, we've done them many times over, and we have stats, we have data on it, right? Everything else is just the market, right? It moves up, moves down. I didn't miss a move. It's just it's doing other things than printing my edge. That's it. Oh, you guys are gonna make me blush. You're saying all these nice things. Say something questionable. Yo, start a fight in chat for no reason. Go. Let's go. It's toxic time. Stay toxic. You put your milk in before the cereal? We can't be friends, bro. You need to get that checked out. Put one sock, then shoe, then other sock, then shoe. You're the type of person to put his right foot on a stool and then tie his left shoe. Just lean even further down to the other foot. Wow, honestly, very, very commendable, guys. Honestly, I really thought you were going to be way more toxic than this. Yo, in Don's stream, there would have been death threats right now. People would be meeting up across the continent, somewhere mid-Atlantic. Pull up, pussy boy. What? I know where you live. Got your VPN. Oh, man. I got nothing to do with this. I was just saying be toxic for a minute. All right, so the hourly flip made that bottom wick. This is what I was afraid of. Well, not afraid of, but that's the reason I didn't want to take a position here. I think we still need to come up and tap higher levels. Hiya! The daily needs to make a steeper top wick, if it makes one at all. This can be one of those squeezes, right? When you just print smaller and smaller range and then you get a massive breakout up or down. But you have to realize what's happening in the world, right? So besides the wars and everything, US is sending more troops all around the world, right? You've seen the shit going on in Haiti, right? Where there's the civil wars about to break out. And we actually sent troops over there. So like you got to say there's so much fundamentally volatile shit going on, and the Fed is it just can't get their shit together. They keep right, they keep kind of sending signals across that they're not sure what's going to happen. They're not sure how they're going to approach the economy, and we're fundamentally bullish, but where will the big guys get their entries, right? So I think after this little range is out, you might see a bit of a correction, but not for too long. I think we should be headed for higher highs. But we need a correction. We just drove through this once, and there's a lot of orders here, so the market needs to correct a bit. Look at that. This might have been a perfect spot for the weekly to tap, right? We've come down on the weekly, made this bottom wick. But we only have tomorrow, so I don't know if we're going to flip. We only have tomorrow left for this week, right? So, and we closed daily yesterday. Maybe we close bearish on the weekly, which would work in with this little squeeze we're having. Market's not really going to drive, but it'll bounce within this range. Between 65, 50. Well, between 50 and 80. Hold on. Give me 1 second, chat. What determines how the candle might move? Price action. I mean, so here's the thing. You determine how... All right. The approach here is to really be exposed to as little of risk as possible, right? So you don't want to be in the market for 5 candles, 10 candles. Obviously, that's what happens, but your goal here as a scalper is to really be exposed to as little of risk as possible. So the less time you spend in the market, the less risk you have, the less risk you're exposed to. And the goal is to be in the volume candle, right? The goal is to be with high probability to predict the volume candle, right? The candle that's going to take you to where you need to go. Does that happen all the time? No. But more or less, we've been able to zone in on the candle or the next few candles or the hourly candle within the hour, right? And a lot of times we've been pretty precise, and that depends on a couple of things. It depends on the previous candle, how it printed, how it closed, and it depends on the level that you're at, where you are in the market. I'm sorry, it depends on 3 things. It also depends on when you are in the market. So those 3 things will determine how the candle might move. You really want to be in the move, right? For a short amount of time. And the best way to do that is wait for the market to reach your higher time frame levels, because at those levels, the market tends to make a longer term decision, which means your ranges are bigger. So you can get a better entry on the smaller time frame, zone in and really be a sniper. But, you know, where it's going to go will be determined by the higher time frame range, by the higher time frame overall. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes here for the 4-hour close. Oof. This will be interesting. if we close below 2163.52, we're gonna look for a 5 or a 15 to actually close above. Okay. Right, we're gonna actually wait. If we close like this, right, we're gonna wait for something to actually come up and close like this. Once we see that, and once we see price come back in range to the previous support, ideally here, we will look for buys. And this support actually works all across. That, see, very similar here. We closed above. These candles held support. And price moved up. When you see this candle has no bearish momentum, you know support is respecting support, and we're gonna move up. Until then, we wait, my friends, or I wait. Which is better, market execution or stops? Different plays for different setups, right? For different situations. Different variations for different situations. Don't know how much longer I can listen to Down by Jason. What? Wow. Wix, why you racist for? What?
Think about that. That's just dumb.
You wait closure on 30? Yeah, I'm waiting for this hourly, which is the 30, the 15, the 5, and the 4 hour at the same time. Far out, dude. It's ripping, mate. Just close plus 15 off that bye. You gotta read between the lines, baby. You know how it works. Hit the MJ shrug. No, that was just natural. I gotta clip that. Watch out for the bear. I know Hellman's. I know. Woke up sick 2 hours ago. It's 3 a.m. in Norway. Gotta be up at 6. Go to bed. Whatever you gain here tonight is not gonna bring all of a sudden wealth to you, right? Just first of all, come back when you're clear-headed. Second of all, don't go to work, call out sick, and get some rest. But y'all be asking me a while, like, how do I treat this gonorrhea? Like, bruh, like, I'm not a doctor. I just play one on YouTube. Be quick on the 15. No, we're closing here in 2 minutes on the 4 hour. And Z hour. What's your thoughts? My thoughts are the higher the time frame, the stronger the confirmation. Do 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 do. Think you are ordained for this, but speaking of our present office seat in life is a taboo, so little is then spoken of actual life experiences. Iron forged, no plastic. True. Where's that from? It's gotta be like Shakespeare. Candlestick Bible. The Bible's stick candle, right? You take creatine? No. So the 4 hours closed here. We've closed bullish. We have a bottom wick, but we didn't close above all the ranges. So we still need another bottom wick. If this comes up, remember I said if we close below here, we're going to wait for a smaller time frame to close above. And then we'll still drive with this current 4 hour, but we're going to need first to close above here on the smaller time frame, come back down, flip on this 4 hour, and then come back, re-break the highs. So, paciencia, or patience, whatever. Of course he does, guys. Huge. I'm not that big. That's just the gym mirrors. I'm not big at all. Like, go to the gym, but I'm not fucking massive. I don't take creatine. I used to, like 5-6 years ago, just to see what the difference would be like. And to be honest with you, I don't really feel the difference. Toma. My ID says 5'10", but I think I'm around 5'9", because I'm shorter than Don by about an inch, and he's like 5'10". How much do I weigh? 170. Yeah. What you mean that can't be true? Seen my Insta 200? No, I'm like my max, my peak was 180, 183. I think that's the most I've ever weighed in my life. That was my peak, and that was the biggest I've ever been. You might have seen a couple of pictures on Instagram from my biggest, but I'm easily about 15 pounds below my biggest. You look brolic, it's just the angle. And when you get that gym pump, and you're in front of a gym mirror with a gym pump, I'm not tiny, but I'm not fucking massive. I'm not 200 pounds. How tall you sound? Yeah, let's stand back to back. 191? Oh, you tall as fuck. That's damn near 2 meters. Sam's like 6'4" over here. Yeah, but my 4-hour candle's bigger. Watch. Played sports in high school? Hell yeah, fencing. When I knock on doors to talk about Jesus, I feel like people get scared and don't open. Yeah, in Texas, you can even get shot for that. All right, so, I mean, we're bullish. I just close bullish on every time frame. We held support here, or we sort of held support on the hourly. It's not enough. I mean, I don't have direction here. I don't know if we're coming up or down. Nothing has given me direction except we're more bullish than bearish based off the higher time frame. The 5 hasn't closed above yet. Let's see, maybe this 5 will. Fuck the higher time frame, 1 minute's bearish. Nah, chill. We need to pay attention. Said the 1 minute's bearish. What's the deal, brother? Fuck the bench press. True. Alright. Let's see. Can we get our first closure? Belosure. And then maybe a bottom wick to 2163.222. If that can happen for us here within the next 5-minute candle after this closure. Maybe the 15 is better here. Yeah. Okay, 90 seconds here. We're gonna need a top wick left here. And we're gonna need to come back and break the low. Then we'll set a buy stop. We need this closure and we need the next wick to break the lows here. Ideally, I'd like to see this area. But a break of the lows here for sure before setting buy stops. I'm gonna see how this opens up in 15 seconds because we might be just waiting for the 15. Depends on how this prints. I don't want to see a top wick at all in this opening. Ideally, you want it above here also. And we will get it. If it doesn't come down here on the 5, then we wait for the 15. Damn, Sam out here self-snitching. That's great, but first do it and then write a book about it. I'm rooting for you though, for sure. Yeah, 4 hours set. Fuck a bottom wick. Damn. Shit forgot about the bottom wick completely. it said, forget you. Careful of Fridays. Yeah, I always put my helmet on Fridays. It's Fridays, and I gotta go fish. Run from Debo. Word. Run from Baby D. You don't know Baby D. Pepperoni with popcorn. No. No pepperoni with popcorn. Happy? Yeah, happy. Still Thursday here. Tomorrow's Friday for me. Alright. Yo, this shit better have a top wick. I'ma flip out. I will flip out. Top wick. And then a bottom wick. Bruh. I mean, if we zoom in here, like really zoom in, there's something right here. That's it.
Outside med det! Nå får du inside! Outside med det!
What entry are we looking for? We're looking for a top wick to be created here. And we don't have one. 30 just coming up. There's previous 30 drove up, no bottom wick. This came up, no bottom wick. And we need a top wick to have range. So we can print one here. Most likely we will flip bearish on this candle. Create some range, and then we need a support form. But we need to drive off a support. Or we need to drive back down in range here. Right, you want to see something. We're mirroring this push up, right? You want to see some play here at this area. Wicks attempting to come back down in range here, while also leaving top wicks, so you can use them as range to fill once you grab these bottom wicks, and that's what you want to be a part of, right? But without it leaving any top wicks, not leaving any range, and not pulling back, I can't be a part of it, because previous closures were below this area. Remember I said if we don't close on the higher time frame above here, we're going to need a smaller time frame closure above here with a top wick to leave us some range and a pullback. Other than that, at any moment this can just come back in range and create that bottom wick. So because I don't have an edge here, I can't be in a position here. Text. Buy or sell zone after 2165. Well, 2165 will determine that. Doing? Are the Knicks on tonight? So yeah, as I was saying about Shogun earlier, that's some good shit. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. No, not the Knicks. True. Is Baby Shark on tonight? You got Phoenix versus the Celtics, and you got the Mavs and the Thunder. Thunder and the Lightning. Lightning and the Thunder. Thunder. Let's talk about the Mets. My entire team sucks. Mets. Is the no hourly flip scenario? I'm not sure what you're asking. Yeah, I doubt we're getting the hourly flip the way the 4 hours driving. But if it flips, boy oh boy oh boy, we might have sells. I highly doubt it. I think you might get a closure at this area, right? The next candle might not really drive and kind of play around this area. But the flip of this candle, I doubt it. Oh shoot, wrong end. Should move, filled our entire range. 15 might flip here. The previous 15 had no top wick. Will it close back in range, or will it find a support here? I think if we get a doji candle here, if we come down but come back up and close doji on this 15, there's in 6 minutes a chance we might get some buys. Because it's gonna attempt to create a bottom wick here, and it might not create a bottom wick, might just come down and be the drive. So we'll see. Like a bearish flip doesn't mean a bearish drive in this situation. Previous candles are all bullish. See, you've had rejections here before. As you tap this area, come back down, but that doesn't mean it's going to drive back down in range. Next candle wick, and that's the drive. That's what I'm really cautious of, but gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait. Trade until a specific hour. Yeah, we'll typically here until around 10 p.m. Eastern, but we'll see. We'll see how this plays out right now on the 30. We got 3 minutes here. Chat, give me a minute. I gotta piss like a racehorse. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I'm trying to make it back for this closure. 30 seconds here, chat. Anticipated sells and you got them sells. Congrats. You did better than us, but shit, good job. This will be interesting right here. Can we get a bottom wick? A Bono wick. And how about Bono wick? A no Bono wick. One thing I like is the inspiration you get. Good. Now let's win. I think if we get a bottom wick on this candle here, right, roughly 2163 areas, and then re-break the highs with momentum, after the bottom wick, we'll have range to come up here. There's plenty of range to drive up. We just need to come back down first. Excuse me. Me scusi. Is that a little heart in your fade, dog? Jacob. That looks like a little heart. That looks like a heart shaved in the side of your head. Oh, it's the light. It's the way the light fall, right? Or it's something. Almost thinking Drake. That's a ball spot. No wonder you always turn that way. You always turn to the other way. You know what you gotta do? You gotta tattoo that spot. like imagine you turn to your left and you just got a fucking Gioconda over here, just the Mona Lisa on the side here for it. I would do something wild like that. Take, you know. W Jacob for being a good sport. Okay, we coming back down. Did gold just say, nah, we got high enough? Will it flip bearish now? Interesting. We can still have buys, we can still have sells. If this hourly flips, oh boy. I was looking at the hourly flip here, but it, like we've had a closure above here, and it would have to actually close because there's a little support there. Like it could flip and reflip bullish again. We would need to have a smaller time frame closure back in range here. This is interesting. Because this could be this could be the bottom wick for the 4-hour, but this would also be the fake out and come back down in range. And the initial way to start differentiating is, differentiating, telling the difference between the two is you need closures. Where's the smaller time frame going to indicate? What's it going to indicate? Are we tapping this area and coming back above? We're going to close below, wick back up, and then drive. Do we create a bottom wick for the hourly? No, not yet. Because if this flips bullish, it makes complete sense as well. When this candle, it's just going to look like a bottom wick and a bullish drive up here. And you don't want to be a part of that. Let's see if we can get a 5-minute closure back in range. Things will be a little more clear after that. This should ultimately come up on the higher time frame, 2175 area, 76 areas. But how? Will it come back down, grab more orders and then drive, or will it slowly come up now? Okay, 5 minute is closing in 20 seconds. If we close below like we just did, we need a top wick. It might come down right away, but we need a top wick. More of a top wick. Especially if we close with no bottom wick here. Yeah. Four minutes is a lot of time, but I think we have to wait here on this 15. And it can run down in those 4 minutes. It's got range, it closed below. Just the hourly's got no bottom wick. I want a wick. I want a top wick. I want the market to attempt to come back up and fail. I was getting FOMO staring at the 5 minute. Don't worry, take it easy. 2 minutes here. This is the hourly, right? That would be the hourly flip. Will it flip? One minute. This might flip. This next minute might actually flip the hourly, at which point you might not get a top wick on the next candle. We'll see. But when it flips the hourly needs to drive a little bit, and then we need to have some kind of wick left on the 15. It's going to need to pull back. Seconds here. Yeah, top wick to 63.7, 63.8. didn't leave a wick. Oh, it is. It left a bit of a wick. Left something. $15 closed back in range. The hourly flip makes sense, but the 30. Yeah, probably come down here. I can't take it. There's no pullback here. Nothing. Four-hour flip, yeah, it's the 4 hour, it's the 1 hour flip, yeah, the 4 hour flip, but I'm not sure if this is the drive yet. I want to get a spring off of something, right? I don't want this to be a bottom wick for the 4 hour. And it probably won't be, not yet, but yeah, it can drive all at once here. I can't take this. I had to tell him I saw 50 stops like always do, and even for my back testing, you know, because it works, I prematurely closed at -40 and my stops would not have been hit. Just be accountable to yourself. So we closed 15, no bottom wick. This has flipped bullish. It's created a bottom wick here, but we've got to see a resistance now established that we're not coming back up to retest the highs. If we can see that and start breaking the lows again, we can have positions. What does it look like we're mirroring? Right, we did this already. We drove to here, then to here, and now we're coming back down to here. Maybe to grab a bottom wick and continue up. We'll see. That's the higher time frame, right? What are we doing immediately? Because on the smaller time frame, we're still here. Right, we just did this and just came back and tapped this, so we might just come back down again. It didn't close here, but it wicked here, and then it came here, so it wicked here, and now it might come back down here, right? But and then come up, which on the overall time frame you would see this as just one small move, right? Meanwhile, there's a few drives down. And how do you know? We should respect this area where we are right now. So 5 closed bullish, but bullish below. If we can get a top wick here, 63.9, and flip bearish, we'll have sell stops on the break of the low. Okay. Coming up, coming up, coming up. We need to come up here. We come up so we can have a sell stop here on the break of the lows. It's only a 5-minute. It has to do it within these 2 minutes. You know, otherwise you're getting a 5-minute closure and then you're back to waiting on the 15, which is also a possibility, but that's the hourly close. And the hourly will close bullish here. It might happen here without that top wick. It's tough. It's tough because if the hourly, right, you don't know if it'll drive down. You're kind of obligated not to wait. If the hourly closes bullish, even if the first 15-30 come down here, you're expecting some kind of push up here to the next resistance. To reject or fill the range, you're going to expect to push up initially. So you'll see us pull back on the smaller time frame and then a drive up. What part of that can you take advantage? The pullback, the drive up. So that's what we're gonna see here. I mean, I'll stay on for a little bit after the session. A little past 10. Would it not go up to fill the hourly? No, it doesn't have to, not necessarily. But you have to guess with the high degree of probability, right? So you really kind of have to take guesswork out of what you're doing, which means, you know, do top-down analysis. So I'm flipping through time frames because I need everything to make sense in a line. I need the different time frames to tell me the same story. And if this 4 hours to flip, and if this hourly is to break the lows, you would need to make a steep top wick on the hourly and then flip bearish if we are to come down. If the first thing it does is drives to the next support, it's going to come up and fill the wick on the 4 hour. Are we calling it a day? I'm going to stay on a little bit longer. this 5 never came up, and another 5 closed bullish. So yeah, last 5 of this hourly, we're gonna see that through. We're gonna see how this closes. It might still close above, and then its bottom wick and fill the wick time. Okay. I think 4 hour will flip. It already did. It flipped but didn't drive. Might flip and drive. Might flip and drive in this last 3 minutes of the candle. And then you're like, WTF. Appreciate that, champ. And there's your 4 hour flip again. The hourly flip, the reflip. The flippy floppy. Shorty make short, short. Sure. Why you do this? Why you do this? Sell stop still valid? I'm not sure what sell stop you're talking about. I don't have a sell stop. I never sell stopped on nobody. Shorts will dominate London. Nice. Hope so. Think he's gonna push? I love when people do that, and then it pushes down, and they're like, "See, I told you it's gonna push." What do you mean? He says it's gonna push. I'm like, yeah, push down. I knew it was gonna push down. So I was talking about. I was talking about the push down. When it's up, it's you pull it. What? Pasture funded, good shit. 40 seconds, very nice. Sound like my uncle. That's what I was going for. I was going for Glue's uncle. Okay. Damn, this hourly gonna close doji. It's a doji life for us. It's a doji life for us. Instead of closures, we get range. Instead of normal chat, we get strange. It's coming down. Meet me in the range. It's going down. You should do Broadway. Can't handle me. What would I do on Broadway? Cabaret? What do you think I should try out for? The Rockettes? Wicks and the Rockettes. Who's going to see that Christmas special? Live on Times Square. Alright, this is nice. This is nice. I mean, it looks like shit, but it's nice. This is good. Because the hourly has closed doji. And if we can tap 6-1 and flip bullish, we can take the buys. I was really hoping to grab sells with a top wick here, but yeah, what can I tell you? This is tough. This 4-hour flipped. That is a strong flip. That's a strong rejection. Strong. Here we get strong rejection. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Could be better. Sleepy as fuck. I mean, I can't control that. I think there's a high chance this comes down to the bottom of the range. I don't have an entry. Oh shit, what's up TTE? What's the deal there? I think buys are legit. I mean, they can be, but I need to bounce off a support, right? So we can bounce off one and flip. They can be legit. You also don't want a bearish closure. Right, daily's bearish. You've now come up, created that top wick for the daily, right? Chance you've come down here and re-break the daily lows with that rejection. And if that happens, right, you probably want a bearish closure here, not the bullish flip up. Because this 4 hour can still flip bullish and continue to drive up, right? So you want a smaller time frame closing bearish, which we had, but then you also want a top wick created. I need an indication that if we flip bullish on the hourly here, that's not the drive up. Which means we're going to need a closure here, break at highs, and then come back down, reflip. Doing fantastic. Awesome. Awesome. So if we do close bearish here, I'd love for us to retest these areas, and then we'll look for the flip here. But we need to wait. Hold on a second, chat. Alright, gang. So very interesting here. I'm looking at the hourly, and I want to see how much room we have before it would reject. 10. Right? Very interesting. Okay, the 5 will close bullish here. You're going to need a bottom wick if this is to flip. So a rebreak out of lows here on the 5 and a bullish flip would be interesting. It would give us a bottom wick. right? Because you see the hourly flipping now, right? But not all the time frames are telling the same story. Like, the 4 will flip bullish, the hourly will flip bullish. You need a resistance to drive. You're going to need to make a top wick if you are to come down. But you did not hold support just yet. Let's see. Let's see how this 5-minute closes, because that's the 15 closure as well. It's 3 minutes here, right? That's the hourly flip. Just be patient here. I mean, we've sat this long. Your patience, this is crazy. Yeah, and after all this, there are days when after all this, we just don't get a position. It happens. We have a chance to break structure here. And a little more confirmation in 2 minutes. Right, if this closes bearish, obviously we want the bullish flip on the hourly. We want an attempt to come up. It might fill this wick to the left partially. It might even start driving up, but if it comes up, fails, and then flips bearish, that's our entry. Right, so if this can close bearish in the next minute, minute and a half, we're looking for a top wick to here and a flip. The flip is our entry. At which point we're looking to fill the range, and this is our advantage point. We need this bottom wick first, and we need a hourly bullish flip, and we need a top wick on the next 15. Yeah, we get paid to wait. Absolutely. Okay, 30 seconds here. I'm gonna top wick to 63.52 and a flip. I don't know if we'll get it. Look at the way the 5 is closed. See. Even 63.1. don't want a straight drive down. But we saw the 5 here close bearish, right? So that's what you might get. Maybe you get a bounce off of here right now to come up bullish and create that top wick. But if it doesn't, yeah, might just trickle down the rest of the way. Never buy, guys. Buy gold. Good point. One of those times where punctuation is important. Five's got a top wick. We came up. It created sort of an onion on a smaller time frame, but on the higher time frame, we don't have that rejection off of here. So whenever it does happen, this might flip and drive up. We don't want to be part of the drive up. We want to see that the drive up is attempted, fails, and then we come back down. So if this hourly can flip, it'll give the 15 a nice steep top wick, and then it can reflip the other way. But if it doesn't, great, you're not part of it. But if it reflips, which is our 15 flip bearish, would be great. But if it just comes down here, then no harm, no foul. Might be a 30 position, might be no position. Does it say by ED? Yeah, I don't know. It's from a website. It says EDT, but it's cut off, so it says erectile dysfunction. There's a pill for that. Yo, Viagra, hit me up. You know how many men watch this stream? Hit me up. We put Viagra all over the trading view over here. I have a big Viagra pill behind me, just hanging. Zzz, zzz. They don't understand. It wouldn't even say Asian session. It would say pre-Viagra time. The pre-Viagra session. What are you saying, eh? JPY news or something? It just pumped. Well,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
We got testosterone. No thanks. Well, you and like 8 other people in chat. But what about the other 550 or 20? Damn, Sam out here just Sam be treating the YouTube chat like this shit is Silk Road. Boy, if you don't get a VPN, we ain't talking no more. Wild. Take bison liver and organ capsules. You're enterprising? Yeah, fucking building a conglomerate. Not through this stream, you ain't. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to bug. Spark up. Nah, I'm good. I will in a minute. You got to spark it up. Don't you know, spark it up. You're back. And now you're back. What's going on? How are you? Was it fun? Awesome. Have fun. I'm glad you went. Now go get ready for bed. Get ready for bed. I think your sister's asleep, so get ready for bed. You're going to sleep too. And put the cell phones away. No cell phones on the block. Doors shut in 5 minutes. Lights out in 10. Zoom will cut the Wi-Fi. Bit of Roblox before bed? Hell no. It's Thursday, so tomorrow maybe at this time, like on Fridays when I'm like not streaming because there's no Asian session. She always takes over the PC and she's over here on her living her best Roblox life. Candles is light before bed. That's fucking dangerous. Yeah, you fell asleep faster, but you had to look for a new place to live probably sooner as well. That's fucking dangerous. Put the candles out, go to bed. Oh, you put it out, yeah. Bougie's over there. Put him out. What do you mean? No, I would set him up in the shape of a star in the middle of my room, and then I would lay down and so relaxing. Goes along with my new fade. Kerosene lamp guy myself. Yeah, I'm all about the Sunday morning kerosene showers. No better way to start the day. Got that gas. Yo, this is nice. Yo, this is nice. Yo, check out my 30, dog. Yeah, I like how this came down here. I was talking about 162 flat. Just haven't had a bullish closure yet. What would this look like? 8-2. Yeah, I think a rebreak of the highs would do that. If we can break the highs, I think I will take a buy here. And I'm taking a buy right now, chat. Alright, just took a buy over there. Break of the highs. My entry was, hold on, 62.97. Oh, 62.9 here. So I'm really looking to tap this next resistance and go break even, because after that rejection I think we should. So that's about 8, it's about 7 pips. After that I'm gonna really manage this quickly, and that's what I'm looking for. Not too much, just up to the next resistance. Oh, sorry, let me really break this down here. And yeah, we're not looking for too much here. Chat, when you get to 63.52, so that's a strong resistance. I'm just gonna go break even, but that's roughly 6 pips in profit for me after spread. And then like, it's just whatever happens, happens after that, right? I'm expecting us to tap resistance at this area to make up its mind. And if we start closing bearish, obviously we'll look for top wicks to manage risk. But this was a solid area across the board to reject off of. So if you're looking at this, see a resistance here. We came down, we tapped it, and we've done that previously after closing above. Or after tapping this area, we came down, tapped here, and drove up. So that's what I'm looking for. But if we are to drive down, and if we see a steep drive down, then you'll manage risk after getting bearish closures. Okay. And I'm not disputing that it should drive down, but I think before the drive down, we're gonna need to come up and grab orders, which we've never done. Remember, we were looking for that top wick the whole time, but now the hourly has come down, rejected here, and the previous 4-hour was bullish. I'm expecting to grab more orders before the actual drive. Wait, let me get rid of this. Well, let's try it a couple of times. Oh, that was a closure, right? That was a 30 closure. It's created a bottom wick here. That's the tough part. So probably need to re-break the lows, but the 15 closed bullish. So you would expect the top of the range at the very least. So let's see, maybe this is the bottom wick to come up. We'll see. Let's see. We're kind of, when it comes to managing a position here, you're in no man's range, right? No man's land. We need to wait for it to close. 15 did close bullish, but we're still below the higher time frame resistance. It's going down because I bought it with you. I mean, it goes down, it goes down. You just manage it. It bounced off, right? It bounced off a support and rebroke the highs. And if it's to drive down massively, then it's probably needs to create a top wick. And if it doesn't, if this is already top wick and it's going to continue down, then we'll manage risk on the higher time frame. But for now, right, there's a chance it comes down to the bottom of the range, but I just can't, I can't manage risk till I see closures, until I see wicks. That's why one thing I'm always adamant on. Like, yeah, it can push against me, I can get out early, but it'll need to be done with logic, not because it's driving against me. Like based on parameters, the way a computer would do it, the way a robot would do it. Obviously, this isn't the prettiest, but we need the stick man. No, we don't. We just need to be patient, and then you need to learn not to over leverage or over risk on your positions so they don't stress you out when they're playing out. Yeah, it's pretty late. Too late for me to go put my kids to bed. They're all in bed. All right, this 30 is just coming down. Can this be the bottom wick? Or will we just start heading down to the bottom of the range? We will see. Oh, shoot. I thought I only had one open. I had two. Don't over-risk, no, the price has to come back. Well, it's a pretty strong 4-hour flip, right? This could be the daily as well, but I'll wait for it to actually do that on the higher time frame. So if the hourly wants to drive down, it can. If it closes here, it can. But if it closes bearish without flipping, I'm gonna look maybe for a top wick exit on the next candle, or if we make a bottom wick and we start coming back up, I might have pineapples. We'll see. There's just different ways I can manage it, but so far right now, if it tried to come up, it flipped and it didn't. It's coming down, so it has to re-break the lows in order to grab more orders. So I understand I'll probably see more drawdown before any kind of bullish momentum. Otherwise it would have drove on that first initial candle. Thanks for all the value, making trading fun. Woohoo! It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Have a good night, market mechanic. Later, Javier. Last year, I'd see drawdown and close now. I understand. Yeah, I mean, maybe there was nothing wrong with your closing. Maybe it just that's the way your plan is built, right? So the key here is to follow the plan, follow your rules. And to realize there's nothing wrong with being wrong, right? There's nothing wrong with being wrong and nothing wrong with acknowledging it. It happens. I think that's the ego thing with a lot of people. You just can't let yourself be wrong. Oh, I can't be wrong in front of people either. The sooner you get rid of that, like, it's hard. You got to go through shit to be humbled, right? But look, trading will do that to you, and then once you're past that, it's like you don't worry about right or wrong. You worry about helping yourself and really getting some value. Yeah, I think we need to come down further here. Just based on the 5 fair. It's probably creating a top wick. We'll see. 1 minute left. We'll see how it closes. But if the 15 can flip bullish and break the highs, we'll see the top of the range. Six minutes in this 15, so don't know. We don't have a top wick. Okay, there's the rebreak of the lows. Excuse me. You're gonna see a long position today. It's the 4 hour pushing. But every time you fill the range down, you come back up and grab that steep top wick. So if we are wrong, it's still come up, grab that wick. If it doesn't, that's just all these orders we grabbed on the 4 hour. 20 minutes here for the hourly close. Don't want to close bearish, but it's a possibility. It's also a possibility you close with no bottom wick. Dope thumbnail, thank you very much. Yeah, if this trade doesn't work out, I mean, let me know if you're hiring. Man. re-breaking the lows. Should just be like bloop once it does. If you look at the previous five created a top wick, right? Closed bearish, but it closed doji, right? So, but it still gave you a top wick to grab orders and the bottom wick for range. So now you're just like, all right, we break the lows, we should come down, tap the next support, which is 2161, right? After that, with the higher time frame, you should probably tap 2160, and that's where you can start looking for rejections. Previous 1 hour rejection to the upside. The thing is, it closed doji, right? And when it closed doji like that, yeah, there's a rejection. But it's more of an indecision candle. And then I go back to the hourly before that. What I do with this, how I deal with these candles, I typically block them out. So this is what it looks like for me. Oh, whoops. Like in my head, I see it as a candle that had made no decision, and I block it out. And this is how I see it. So I would expect to still come up and tap resistance, and if it decides to come down, it'll come down. But I realize we've also cleared out some orders and created range, so once we flip, I was expecting that candle to just fill that range. And we flipped, we broke the highs and came straight back down. But I'm expecting this to have been the bottom wick for this hourly, because even if we were gonna close bearish on the hourly, we should have grabbed orders from the resistance and then came back down. And it still might happen, but the thing is, it might happen and it's moving against you, right? You realize it's gonna come down bearish and you're managing risk. You're not looking to take advantage of the candle. But we'll see. We'll see. So the 15 just closed here, closed bearish, below the most recent, below the range. So yeah, it might come down further. These 315s printed side by side, down, up, down. It's an ugly 4 hour. Yeah, I know you guys see it coming up, but it's most likely the top wick for the 15. We'll see. Turn up the music. No, this song's part of the arsenal, but lately it hasn't driven price in our direction. Lately, as soon as I turn it up, that song just fucking goes against us. It's getting no love. stick pineapple for 50 pips and drawdown. Hey, I mean, we all got our weird things. Excuse me. I was rewatching a stream from 2021 and heard the volume song. I was like, what the fuck? You heard correct. That was your chance, chat. That was your chance to get out if you wanted to. Because highly likely we flip bearish. That was early on the 15, but if we don't, great. Are you okay? I'm well. Thank you for asking. Nito. I'm Nito. I'm like Tony the Tiger. Yeah, see? Might have been the 15 top wick. This is freaking interesting. It's tried numerous times. Put my iPad as my cell phone. He said my iPad. Come on, dog. Don't do me like that. Come on, Stank. He said, put your iPhone away. I mean, iPad away. I mean, I know it's big. Watching ball, yeah, I got the Mavs versus the Thunder. Not gonna stay till you close the trade? I probably will. You know what I'll even tell you? Like, I'm just gonna close the position right here before the hourly close. I'm not a big fan. I don't know if we're gonna come up here. We got 6 minutes. I don't really care if it does. If it wants to drive, great. I just closed that break even. I'm not a big fan of where it's sitting. Because this could be a top wick for the 15, and if it's not, if it drives up, great. I'm just like, this isn't where we should drive up, because I'm thinking if we're gonna drive and get our 10 pips, we're gonna need to re-break the lows. Right? If it drives now, I probably wouldn't be in a position or take the position, so I'm out. I just closed that B. I closed that 1.5 pip in profit. W. Gonna pay for the pizza. Can't close it yet? Yeah, no, it's 5 minutes left, right? You just came back up here, so on the higher time frame, you should come up. I definitely agree it should come up. But on the small time frame, it's just not falling in line, and I'm like, I'm not sitting through more drawdown, because this is gonna have to come down, grab the low, right? Unless this 5 closes strong bullish, and you're gonna need to see another bottom wick. And overall, like 2 indecision candles in a row, like you're at 50-50 here. 5 minutes to go. Yeah, it just, the risk to reward to me and timing, just not there. I tried. I thought it was going to be that first push up, that initial, but it didn't. It held us back, and now I feel like it's making a top wick to come back down. Psh, chat, we were wrong. Break even number 50. I know I got a pip and a half, but it's still break even number 50. Just makes sense to wait 4 more minutes. Wait out the hourly here. Break even number 50. And honestly, TBF, my kids are asleep and I got a fine lady waiting for me. Chat. Opening up classes. I'm gonna teach you how to sling that thing on the weekends after stream. Filling up quick. Alright, let's call the hotline. Filling what? Filling up. Going up from here. Close the trade at B. Yeah, I closed it at B. Oh, great timing. See, good close. I'm telling you, if this is the top wick for the 15, right before the hourly's up, I mean, it's just the risk isn't worth it. And then you get the bearish closure. Now you're just looking for a top wick and come down. We tried. We managed risk, right? We managed risk according not to emotions, but according to logic. Closing profit, yeah, but I'm not gonna count 3 pips or 1 pip as a win. Okay. We did count 3 pips as a loss one time though. One of those 26 losses is a 3 pip loss. Anyway, gang, I think that's my session. I appreciate the mods for being here extra long. To all y'all ladies, thank you very much for letting your other half stay up. Love and wisdom to you all, chat. Zoom, everyone at Wix's table, I'll see you guys on Sunday for private session. We'll have a private session 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So if you're a mod or you're part of Wix's table, I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'll drop the link at around 6 p.m. Sunday. And everyone else, chat, Thank you for coming through. Another week. Another week of fun here for Asian session. I'll be on tomorrow though, on Don's stream. So I'll see you guys there, whoever comes through over there. If not, the rest of you guys, I'll see at 8 p.m. on Monday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, live here on YouTube. We'll run it back. And for the private session, once again, oh, what a great closure. What a great, glad we did that. And for the private session, yeah, we'll run it 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. As for me, my time is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Good night, everybody.